Hello, I'm Alexandra and welcome back to my channel. I am currently doing 30 videos in 30 days to celebrate the fact that I am turning 30 this month. And today's video is about books I'm no longer afraid to put down, so to not finish, to DNF basically. I used to not put down books because I was like, I'm gonna read all the books, but you know what? We don't have time to read all of the books. So I learned to put down the books I'm not enjoying, and I've been better in the last couple of years. It's still something I need to work on because it's hard sometimes to invest time in the book and not finishing it. But at the same time, I'm like, I could be enjoying a book instead of forcing myself to read. And sometimes forcing yourself to read makes it hard to enjoy reading. So yeah, let's talk about the books I put down. So when I reach the 15% of the book read, if the book doesn't grab me, I'm not interesting, I'm gonna put it down because if I still don't care after 15%, I'm done. Life is just too short to be forcing myself to read those books. Also, if the pacing is not working, so let's say the book is too fast or too slow and it's weird, I'm gonna put it down. If I think the book is very boring, I'm gonna put it down too, because why would I read a boring book when there are books that are so much interesting? No, put it down. If I feel no emotional connection, I'm gonna put it down because what's the point? I want to feel things, not read without thinking. Anyways, then after that, if there's a bad writing or bad editing, bad writing could be fine if it's something I'm reading for fun. Let's say dark romance, sometimes the writing is bad, or just if I'm still enjoying the book, is fine. But if the story is not it and the writing is bad, I'll for sure put the book down. Also, bad editing, it depends. Sometimes when I read ebooks, available on Kindle Unlimited, they're dark romance. Sometimes the editing is bad, but I know the writers do not necessarily have a publishing house or editor, so it could be fine. But if the book has been published by a publishing house and I have a physical copy of the book and the editing is bad, no. Okay, I have an example. A Man Called Ovi by Frederick Backman. The editing is so bad, I don't know if it's the translation or not, but there are whole paragraphs that come back. So no. Also, in the bad writing editing thing, if the writing is repetitive, like A Man Called Ovi, if there's dumping, info dumping, no. If there's too many cliches, let's say I'm reading a book set in France and they talk about baguettes all the time, no. And then if the dialogue is poor, also just bad writing, no, I'm gonna put the book down. Then if there are characters I can't stand, there's no development in those characters, or there's a toxic romance, I cannot do toxic romance, I hate that. If everyone is annoying, if there's no chemistry, no. I have other things to read, why would I? Anyways, of course sometimes you can't stand characters, but that's the point of the book, that's fine. But if it's not the point, I'm gonna put it down. Why would I force myself? Anyways, then if I feel like the book I'm reading is a chore, why? Books are supposed to be enjoyed, to read for fun, to learn new things, to just enjoy yourself. If I feel like I'm being forced to read that, I'm not in high school anymore. I'm gonna choose what books I want to read, so that includes putting down the books I'm not enjoying. Let's say if the book is too dense, it feels like, I don't know, reading a chemistry book. If it's too confusing, you cannot understand what's happening, if you feel like you're doing a homework, or again, you don't want to read the book, I'm gonna put all those books down because I don't want to put myself in the reading slump when I can be reading books that I'm enjoying and just enjoying reading in general. Yes, sometimes I still force myself to read some books because I want to know how I feel about those books because they are popular and whatnot, and I want to be able to say, okay, I've read this and this is why I think it's a bad book, or like, just to have opinions. But I am very much focusing on putting the books down when I'm not enjoying them because I don't have enough time to read all the books I want to read. So, yeah. It's a work in progress, DNFing books. I feel like it's a problem with everybody. We want to read the books we started and read the books that are popular and, read the same thing as everyone, but that shouldn't be the point. You should enjoy reading. But yeah. So these are books I'm no longer afraid of putting down. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you want to follow along for the rest of this month, please subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.